everyone, and welcome to our final episode of Melbourne 22. I'm Anna Burgess, and this is Aaron.
Yeah.
We're on air. Do you want to just take
We
it?
are?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, such a big night. There's a night of dancing like crazy.
And this is Aaron McCarty. McCarty?
I'm not Irish, but you can call me McCarty if you like.
You've obviously had a great night, Aaron.
Oh, it's just, I didn't sleep. Let's put it that way.
No. Now, we're going to take a look at a couple of local microbreweries.
Oh, breweries. Beer.
That's right, Aaron.
No.
We'll also be spending 60 seconds with surfboard shaper Rory Oak and checking out some of our season's best highlights.
All that and more coming right up.
Thank you for tuning in after our opener at Melbourne 22, where sometimes not everyone is 100%. How are you, Aaron? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm okay. I'm just a little tired and weathered, to be honest. I was on the soda water and limes last night, and you know, I don't usually have limes, so
It's really thrown you.
It is. Sugar high, sugar low, easy come, easy go. You know what it's like.
You always provide.
Happy New Year to everyone, though. Oh, that was loud. I can't believe it's 2014 already. Can you believe it?
And it's funny, I haven't aged a day. I am still 22. Yeah.
The years just fly by, don't they, Anna?
They do. Now...
Do you want to go?
No, you go.
All right. Well, do you know what a microbrewery is?
I don't.
You don't?
Was it a small brewery?
No.
Brewery. I love saying that.
Can't say the words.
I can't.
It's like George Bush trying to say nuclear. Well, microbreweries, or craft breweries, are much smaller breweries that produce a limited amount of beer with an extra emphasis on their flavour and brewing technique. And we went along to a couple of local microbreweries to check it out.
Us Aussies are known to love a good beer, so we went to see what an average day is like at a couple of local microbreweries.
A typical day could start anywhere from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the morning if we're brewing.
In the brewing process we use 4 ingredients. We use malt, which provides the sugar and the colour for the wort and the beer. We use yeast, which eats that sugar. We use hops, which add bitterness and some other flavours, and we use water, which carries all of that.
All our hops come from all different places all around the world, and also the grain comes from UK, Germany, locally malted grain from Australia also too. So there's a combination of a lot of different grains from around the world and different hops from all around the world. Brewers tweak their recipes a fair bit too also. You might make a beer first off and then down the line you might think it might be missing something or it needs a bit more extra, so you do tweak some beers now and then.
That sort of experimentation really drives my interest, and there's a real camaraderie between the microbreweries, particularly in Melbourne, which has been my main experience. So we're all very helpful towards each other. I think we see it as being more of a fight against the bigger boys, CUB and whatnot.
A lot of the pubs now are more flexible now. They're taking a lot more of the craft beer. You'll see that they will be connected to CUB or whatever. CUB will throw a lot of money to them and pay for their taps and pay for their glycol, everything. And some other pubs will have another 3 or 4 say taps on the side and they'll start supporting local breweries.
There's a lot of new places popping up all over the place. Also what's happening is we're finding our demand is increasing year on year.
More of us that start up and make all these different flavours and different type beers, the more exciting we can change the younger generation coming through with their tastes to get off the yellow fizz, we call it. Get off the yellow fizz and start trying some natural brew beers.
I had no idea so many grains went into making beer. No wonder people get such big beer guts. There's so much yeast in it.
You know what they
Yummy.
say in the beer industry, Anna?
What do they say?
No grain, No gain.
Tonight in the studio, we're lucky enough to be joined by
made that up.
Scott Drewer from Aussie Brewery Tours. I just have to say that again. Aussie Brewery Tours. How are you, Scott?
Yeah, g'day guys, how you going?
Scott, how long have you been involved in the game?
So just had our 2-year anniversary on the weekend, so yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been quite a while for you then.
Yeah, it's been good. I didn't really think it through though. I thought I was going to be, out there drinking beer every day, but I'm addicted to coffees. I rock up at every brewery everyone else drinks, and I just smash down the lattes.
Is it like working in a chocolate factory? Like after you've been in there for so long, you just don't want to see another chocolate?
Not so much. It's more the opposite. About 3 o'clock during the day, everyone's sitting back on tour having a nice frothy, and I'm keen as hell to get home and have one of my own. So it's just,
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So we specialise in brewery and cidery tours. So it's two of the, I guess, up and coming things in the alcohol industry. So we take people on tours, 3-4 breweries a day, a couple of cideries, and then we love our beer culture and history. So we'll tell you a little bit about how beer built the pyramids, how you should be drinking at your wedding ceremony, things like that.
And how do you drink it at your wedding ceremony?
Well, the bridal party is actually,
gusto.
yeah, it's all about when the bride used to actually brew ale. That's where we get the word bridal from, bride ale.
No,
so I
Guys
used to-
out there.
story that your old
Everyone
man
hates
tells you when he's had a
Yeah, so that's what you should be doing. You should be brewing some bride ale at your wedding and then smashing those back. So
See, that's every groom out there is going, see, honey, see.
that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, be a good wifey. Now, we saw a little bit in the package there before about microbreweries. Tell us
Yep.
a little bit more about what a microbrewery is and why they're so popular at the moment.
Yeah, I think they're popular in the same way that good food and good wine is popular. We had a bit of a wine revolution in this country in the 60s and 80s, and then a food in the sort of 90s, 2000s. And it's the same thing with beer. People want good quality, good ingredients. They want taste and flavour and all that kind of stuff, and that's what they're doing. So there's about 70 styles of beer, and these guys are getting involved in all the different ones.
So is it really becoming a popular thing to do here in Melbourne?
Definitely. So there's about 200 breweries in the entire country now, about 60 in Melbourne. So we're leading or in Victoria, so we're leading the way as far as the amounts that are going on. So there's about 45 actual physical breweries that you can go to, and then there's what we call gypsy or walkabout brewers in this country, which are brewers that usually do favours for other breweries or pay or something like that, so they can lease out the brewery for a day. It's a little bit like time sharing a brewery, I guess you can think of it.
Yeah, and because these breweries are smaller, how do they compete against the larger breweries?
They probably don't. I don't think it's about maybe competing against the big guys. It's the same way as your good restaurants not competing with McDonald's. The big guys, they're going to just mass produce, cheap, quick, get it out there, where these guys are going to take time, do it right, and they're going to get people on flavour and style and all those kind of things. So individuality, I guess, is what people are after nowadays in their food, in their fashion, whatever it may be. So it's the same kind of thing when you go to the bar now. You want to get something that tastes good.
Thank you so much, Scott, for coming in to chat with us.
And if you want to find out a little bit more about Melbourne's microbreweries, you can head to aussiebrewerytours.com.au.
But now it's time for a break.
Stay tuned because we have heaps more coming up on Melbourne 22.
Coming up next, we put you on the spot and spend 60 seconds with local surfboard shaper Rory Oak.